Real Estate Show. We are here to help people in real estate create wealth and live your dream life. And we are answering questions. So if you have any questions about wholesale, rehabs, hard money, and everything in between, post your questions in the comments and we'll answer them live on the show. And if you have an urgent thing, we might be able to help you and close that deal. Also, very excited. We're going to have a guest here to talk about her $15,000 deal. So that will be very exciting. And this live is going to be every Thursday at 1 p.m. on the group. So tune in to great content, lots of advice and guidance to help you close your next deal. Mike, how are you? How's your week?
Doing absolutely amazing, Duran. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much. What are you doing? You're an inspiring real estate wholesaler. So what are you currently doing in your business?
So currently, it's all about making the calls. It's all about getting the contracts and everything like that. And something that I really learned this week, actually from you, is the importance of getting those property conditions and knowing everything about a property before getting that property under contract, because we lost a couple of deals this week due to that, due to me not actually going in and getting all of those property conditions. And that ended up costing us a little bit, but it's a very good learning experience. And one other great thing that happened is we got a contract this week.
Yeah, amazing. Exactly. You just signed a contract. And it's a funny story because the seller we're talking to him in about 2 months now, and the guy was he didn't want to sell, or he had a higher price. We're able to have him call us back and give us the price that we wanted. So that deal is done. So that's amazing. So my guidance for you for 2024 is actually, we're talking about 3 topics today that's going to help you be a better wholesaler, a better investor for next year. And we're talking about having the right plan, in mind. We're calling Noah at the show to have her here talking about her deal. So first of all, I want to talk about the plan. Okay, so when you are a wholesaler, you want to have a plan every day for what you're going to do. You wake up, who you're going to call, which leads you want to follow up, and which contracts you're going to sign for that day, and what are the deals that you're working on, and what the marketing you need to send. And all that needs to be in a system. So you have that already working for you when you're not in the business. The second thing that I wanted to talk to you is hiring. Hiring is very important for 2024 because wholesale can be a very busy schedule, very busy business, and you need to have the right hiring. You need to have the right people. So we're talking about VAs, virtual assistants. They can do everything from call calling, virtual call calling, making appointments, sending people to the property to take pictures. They can do everything. So, but you need to train them right. You need to have you need to be on top of them every day, and you need to make sure that they do the right job for you and putting your name in a right way. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is stretching yourself too thin in your business, because basically, doing a wholesale or in real estate, you're going to buy properties that you want to flip. You're going to wholesale a property, so you need to do all that stuff. You're going to rent properties, and those are a lot of things that you're going to do. So don't do too much yourself. Delegate it to other people and make sure that they do the right work for you. So that's what I have for you for 2024. Now I want to bring Noah to the call. Noah, how are you? Noah, can you hear us? Hello? Hello? Hey, Noah, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So Noah is actually, she just closed a deal for $15,000 and I had a few questions for her because we want to know how you closed that thing. So, how did you find that deal?
So, like you guided me, we pulled lists and we were skip trace them, and we start calling them. And yes, the seller, we found one seller um, that was accepting our offer, and it was pretty competitive offer, so it was not that hard to find a buyer for it.
That's awesome. So, what you mean is that you had a property, you got it on the contract in a great price, and it was easy to sell it to someone else.
Yes.
That's awesome. I love that. And so, how long did it take you to close? How long did the process took?
So we spoke with the seller back and forth, something like about 2 weeks. It was just right before the end of October, and then just right after Thanksgiving, they called us. They called me back and they just told me that they will accept our offer. And during that time, we already built up potential buyers in this area.
Mm-hmm.
We called them. We told them that we might have a property if they're interested, and then we had like 3 buyers that were pretty interested. So just right when we had a contract locked up, we called them and they wanted to see the property, and we just closed on it last week.
Nice. I love that. Yeah, I mean, calling buyers before you even had it on the contract, that's smart. Just don't give them the information about the property, but make sure you know what they're looking for, and then you have a buyer lined up for a property. Once you go into closing, you close it. That's good. So, what challenges did you have on this? Did you have any challenges with this deal?
We didn't have buyers by myself, so I contacted you to try to help me with how to find buyers. So that was the main challenge buyer's side,
Mm-hmm.
because we were always focusing about finding the seller and finding the contract. So yeah, that was the main struggle. And then when he told me what to do, we just started calling previous buyers that we saw that were selling properties there, and they did some flips over there, and this is how we found the buyer.
Yeah, I love that point actually because buyers, everybody talking about getting a property on the contract, and yes, it's important. But if you don't have the buyers, you don't have the right buyer, you're gonna get stuck, and you won't be able to sell that thing. And all the time and money you spend on getting that property on the contract will be lost. So yeah, getting buyers, working with buyers, knowing exactly what they want is very important. Yeah, that's a good challenge that you had because now you know what you need to do for the next property. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you have for next? What are you working on now?
So we're just repeating this. We're just repeating, calling and trying to get more under contract, and we're just keep calling.
Keep calling, keep making offers, and keep talking to sellers and buyers. Yeah, that's the business. And once you have enough money, you can buy the properties and keep them. So I love that. So yeah, thank you so much, Noah. Thank you for being on the show, and talk to you about
Thank
your
you.
next deal. All right,
All right. Thank you. Bye.
bye. All right, Michael. So do we have any questions from the group?
Yeah, there's no questions from the group. It doesn't look like, but it does look like I do have some questions right here, actually. And as
Sure.
an aspiring investor, and some people that might be aspiring investors who are watching, I wanted to craft these questions for you to make them, as meaningful as possible. So the first one is, what would you say are some of the best practices for, I guess, analyzing a virtual wholesale deal that can make you, let's say, $20,000 profit or more?
So analyzing a deal, yeah, that's very important to know the numbers, to know exactly what offer to give and to know how you're going to sell it and for what price. So if you're just starting out and you don't have money for big softwares or analyzing tools or things like that, I would suggest to use those free tools online. Use Zillow, use Realtor, use Redfin. See what they have estimated for the. I just got a call from a seller. See what they have for estimating the deal. What is this estimate? What is the realtor point of view of the property? What is Redfin thinking? And you're taking all those and putting them into calculation, and you know it here and there how much the property is worth. Also, you can go into the property appraiser website and check recent sales in the area. And if you have a friend that is a realtor, they can pull comps and see how much properties are selling. Then you have to calculate the rehab cost and how much it's going to cost to rehab the property, and deduct that from the asking price, and also deduct your wholesale fee. And then you know how much you want to offer for the owner to basically make the $20,000. And you can make that in 30 days or less. That's the power of wholesaling.
Great. And then the second question that I had for you is, if you only had an hour a day to achieve success in building a virtual wholesale company, what would you do?
Wow, an hour a day. You're probably very busy if you only have an hour a day. But yeah, I mean, I get it. We're all busy. We're running our lives. We have stuff to do, but you want to start wholesaling. So first of all, I would learn what I need to do. I would learn the acquisitions, and I would learn the dispositions. I would learn the softwares and the systems. Then I would hire VAs in very low cost. You can find them overseas. You can find them in any place around the world. They don't have to be here. But the good thing about real estate that you can do it from anywhere in the world. You don't have to be where you're buying the property. So you can teach them the acquisition, the disposition, the marketing, all that stuff, and they will do it for you. And if you only have that 1 hour a day, all you need to do is check their work and see what they did and make sure they're aligned with what you want and make sure they're getting you the properties. So that's what I would do if I only have 1 hour a day and very low budget, because VAs are not expensive.
Great.
What questions? What other questions you have?
What other questions?
Let's check the group and see what questions, if we have any questions on the comments. If not, we'll wrap it up today.
Doesn't look like there's any questions from anybody. Nope.
Okay. So it was great here, Mike.
Yep.
It was great during the live, and we'll be here every Thursday answering questions. So whatever you have for us, if you want to learn more about wholesale, reach out to us, put your comments, DM me or Mike, and we'll be happy to help you.
Absolutely.
All right, Mike.
It's an exciting world out here in real estate for sure.
All right, so see you next time.